Yo, 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 what's going on? Welcome to Five Things Deep / Morning Show. You kind of get what I'm saying. Just kind of day to me to reflect on Man United's performance yesterday, what they did, how they played, and just give my take on things, because listen to all the callers and their thoughts on the game. First things first, man. Probably start with some of the positives. First thing deep, you got to talk about Kambwala's Willie Kambwala. Yeah, I think that's the best way to say his name. Um, the kid did well, man. It was a big performance from him. You talk about being thrown in that deep end, and it gets no deeper than Liverpool. Biggest rival, a team that's fighting for the title. You can't let them win. There was a level of that. Like, you can't allow these lot to win here. And there was just resolute moments of just being in the right place at the right time, decent blocks, show decent pace. There was a lot about the performance to be admired. When people talk about the Man United future, you not like you kind of leave him out, but he's a youngster in it, so you don't really. It's hard to put an assessment on a youngster like that. You just say, what, just happy to see him. But then that was a good performance. That's one of the performances that you can say, well, listen, now to the end of the season, can you stake your claim? Can you be one of the players that we can look to and say, well, you know what, as a centre back, maybe you don't have to do super big shopping. I still believe we need to bring in a few more centre backs, but you can add him to the list of players that can get involved. I heard the manager mention he was thinking about Casemiro and a different player, a midfield player, just moving him back, but they thought, you know what, he's ready, and that's what you saw in that game. Is like, he looked ready, so well done to him. He has to do that. He has to step up. He has to be on point, try to read the game and stuff. And Liverpool, again, one of the best transitional sides in the Premier League. We've seen it year after year. We've seen a team that doesn't let up. When they win the ball back, they're getting a shot off. Especially Darwin Núñez, he will get a shot off. So he done well in that. He done well in that duel. It's a shame, because it should have been 2-1, but he's done his job. So big up to him, big respect to him. Well done. He played well. I'll do a negative, actually. Second thing deep, while Bruno scores an amazing goal, it's the impact for me is off. I know people say this has always been Bruno, but I kind of disagree. There's like, I'm talking about even time in the past, kind of in the transition, or in when you're in the when you're, let's say, running down on the opposition goal, you expect him to play that one pass to the left. If it's an overload, it's a 3v2 and stuff like that. You expect Bruno to just pick the right moment, pick the right type of pass, and that's what he's not doing that anymore. And that's a worry. He'd always find that pass. Now it's like, that's off. And then after, what else is happening is, while that's off, and that's been one of his clinical parts of the game, the next part that's off is, I think, is the soft. Man United, we are not going to get certain calls. We are not getting the calls. We're not getting it, and if if we do score, they're going to look at it heavily, under a lot of scrutiny. So in a situation like that, you can't go to ground easy in the midfield and then turn over the ball, because guess what happens? They'll be back again. They'll run down on a goal, get a shot off. And I've just seen, like, it's kind of been weak and tepid from Bruno in that moment. It has been like, it's not good enough saying, hey, you're one of the highest chance creators, this, that, and the other. You can't do that anymore. For us to evolve, he has to get that part of his game right. I'm cool with this is my favorite player. You have to understand. So it's like, it's not like I don't want to criticize him, but it'll take me a lot to see, this guy's not delivering. But we can see it now, and it's been a lot of games, and yes, good goal, yes, great awareness, yes. I like stuff about it, like, sees the constant mistake, goes for goal, and and he never saw it coming. So he does well there, and he's like, it's a big moment for him, but it just needs to be better. There needs to be that level of, like, again, you got three individuals in midfield, it feels like, and Bruno, again, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand how our midfield is broken, and there's missed passes as well, or just two behind, or just trash at times, really bad. and I can't. It's hard to legislate for these kind of things, but again, hopefully he gets it bet right as because it's really FA Cup. Really, that's the game that we can rest our hopes on. Yes, there's other games in terms of let's see where we end up in the league, but this is it. That's our lot. Moving on. Third thing deep. Maguire. Maguire. Talk about Maguire. Maguire's performance yesterday, again, the last centre back. This is someone that was going to sell. This someone was going to sell, was going to get rid of Maguire. And strangely, somehow, some way, Maguire has been able to be one of our better players this season. It's insane. He showed great mental fortitude, strong. Like he's been strong. The guy's been strong with everything that's happened. He's lost the armband, and what you've seen is someone that is just up for the fight. There's moments in games where I like that. Even that when he got into that little argy bargy with I think it was Luis Diaz. I was disappointed because I wanted more Man United players to get involved in the mix up. I want them to be there. I want them to fight and defend each other. And before it used to be a time where oh man, there used to be a time when, because sometimes there used to be a time where he wouldn't be involved in those kind of moments, those scraps, and those kind of like understanding what it means. But I feel like he's just got his confidence back. He just got his awareness back, and he does well. Like he's playing with a young deputy in terms of Willie Kambwala, yeah, and he's done well there, like to help him through the game. Like when you needed to put a head on it, he will. No, did he? Yeah, when you need him to when you need him to just proper like be a bit strong, we're seeing that. Yes, defensively, the pace thing is an issue. We can't play as high up the pitch, but it's not like he hasn't tried. That's the difference. It's not like we're sitting further back. No, we're playing up the pitch. He has to get in early. He has to win the tackle early, and that's something that he probably doesn't get enough credit for. But I am impressed with Harry Maguire this season. He has really turned it round for himself. Again, I don't know what that means long term. I don't know what it means. For me, I do believe that we should be trying to get better. We should be, but then I don't know. It's in that situation. I honestly don't know what the answer is with Maguire. I want to just kind of get rid, like, and chauffeuring that new centre backs. That new, that's we've been poor defensively. You can tell that the feeling of what do we do here with Maguire. I don't want to lose it again and get excited because this season he's been good and then we go back to nonsense again, But then he's done well. He can hold his head with pride in some of his Man United performances this season. So well done, Maguire. I had to talk about the manager. Today. I think some things he done well. Other decisions he got wrong. We spoke about the Anthony one, and it's mad because I never thought there'll be a day where Man United fans are crying for Anthony to be in the starting lineup. But it just goes to show how people can turn it around, and what we do start to want, And then, I remember being at the ground and Anthony comes on and there was total silence. There was nothing going on. It was just like, it was literally nothing happened, nothing. Like there was no reaction. And today you're seeing it thinking, wow, you kind of wish that he went with Anthony instead of Rashford. You put Garnacho on the left-hand side. Garnacho is going to get change. He's going to get something from the play he goes up against because he's going to do take-ons, a bit more fluid, a bit more dangerous when he does take on the left. Now, on the right-hand side, when he gets it going, he can be dangerous. When he's floating, picking up different types of positions in the front three, that is good as well. But then we can be sure that on the left-hand side, he's more comfortable on that side. He will get at his opponent, probably more than Rashford does. Rashford, blind alleys at time. I don't know if it's the injury. I don't know what's going on with Rashi, but sometimes you don't get that You don't get enough. Now, I can understand wanting to start Rashford because in these games, he has been the difference. He has been good. He has scored against the big teams. He was crucial to the victory in the FA Cup. So I can get that, but it probably was the wrong thing to do. When you saw Anthony, just there's a hunger about him. There's something going on that he's just like he wants it, and we should have done that. You know that should have been looked at. I think I like the Amrabat change, but then again recognizing that Casemiro is struggling. Casemiro can't keep up with the speed of the game. Your team is not really passing. Your team's suffering. This is not the way you constructed this midfield and the way that they are. Some press, some don't. The triggers where how we're so easy to play through at times. It's worrying. And again, this has been the manager's team from the big. Like this is his squad. You know, like yes, there's crucial injuries, but we can't deny and we can't leave out the fact that you have to fix this. And I don't know if he's just got to that resigned to, I can't now with what I have. I don't understand it. But it's game in, game out, where just people are running down on our midfield. He talks about being better in rest defense, but I think we're just resting. I don't even want to call this rest. I don't see the defending there because they just go past. They go past, and it's criminal at times, you know, and like, again, that lies at the manager's door. That does, you know. The fact that it feels like it's three individuals in the midfield is worrying for me. As a Man United fan, I'm like, well, why is that part not compact? You can see when we do sit back and try to be in the low block, it looks a bit decent, but there's so much football and stuff or things in the transition that happened before that. Now, don't get me wrong, I think it's hard for any manager to legislate for these mistakes or poor passes, this, that, and the other. Like, I don't care what formation you're in, you need to be able to pass to your teammate. Simple as that. You need to be able to. There's no excuses. So that needs to get done better. Who knows, man? Who knows? But yeah, that was the fourth thing deep. I just don't know what's going on with midfield. Well, how the manager's kind of getting the best out of these players. It is confusing, you know. And then the fifth thing deep, man, is just we threw it all away, you know. Winning games. This last couple games, Brentford, Chelsea, Liverpool, it's been a disgrace, really. Like, and there's been, I want to say that the reffing decisions have cost us at times. Like, in the Brentford one, that wasn't about reffing decisions. That was just literally application poor. We weren't up for the battle. We got out-muscled, got out-fought, outgunned, and we had to hold that, you know. But then foolishly at the end of the game, when you think, come on, guys, have some common sense, no sense shown. Foolishness, like, it happens. Now, can't say it happens. We had no right getting away with anything in that game. So then you lose those points. You now go on to the Chelsea game. Bloody hell. Delo, I don't know if it's play out of position, playing in that side, does the tackle, ruins it, but then has the audacity to run forward and lose the ball again, and we lose that game. Painful. But then Chelsea do what Chelsea do, and they drop to Sheffield United. They're rubbish. Anyway, then yesterday with the Liverpool game, Wan-Bissaka, same old. We must do better. It has to get better. Man United can't keep. It's like the original self-sabotagers, and that has to change. But listen, we move. It's one of those. It's a weird season for us. We have to give it all in the cup and see where it takes us. But yeah, I'm happy that we just stopped Klopp. We stopped Klopp. We affected Klopp's day, and that makes me a bit happy. Like, that's the small wins you can get. But yeah, man, yeah, you're not at the top of the league, and we dented your title hopes. Good. That's the least we can do. Anyway, big up yourself. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for supporting. Leave your comments below. Till next time, I'm out here. Peace. Back
with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Look at it.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too lucky.
None can compare with the KG Don. Better take cover when he drops that.
Bomb,
Going on reckless, trust it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb. I said drop a bomb, Dad.